say Maya had a strange relationship with your father. How would you describe yours?
It was alright.
Alright. Have you not in the past referred to your father as a bully?
Yeah, once or twice.
Yet you consider your relationship to be alright.
Yeah, most of the time.
How would you describe it at those times when it wasn't alright?
Tense. Tense, I suppose.
So tense that you hated him?
I wouldn't say hate. Disliked. Maybe.
Did you dislike him enough to blame him for something he didn't do?
The man's dead. Mr. Ramsey, it's a bit late to punish him now, don't you think? I'm just here to make sure that an innocent man isn't blamed for what happened to my sister.
That's assuming you're telling the truth. It's very easy to accuse a dead man.
Not when the dead man's your father, it's not.
Yet here you are volunteering to, despite there not being one shred of evidence to support your claims. Think about it. All we have is this man's word, no real evidence, just an allegation tainting to the reputation of an innocent man, a man whose reputation is one of the highest standing in his community.
I could say the same thing about your case, prosecutor. I mean, isn't it just her word against his? There's no real evidence.
We have the physical identification.
Yeah, so I hear. You know, I saw Mr. Neal get changed on the beach too once. Does that mean that he molested me too? Do you want to see real evidence of abuse? I haven't been able to straighten this arm since I was 5 years old. Do you know what? Because my father didn't believe me when I told him I couldn't ride a bike without training wheels, and so he took them off and he pushed me down a hill. And I broke it in 3 places.
That sounds like a story of a son harbouring a lot of resentment.
Do you want to hear more stories? Okay, how about you ask Maya about my 3rd birthday, when I went down to the beach without thongs on, and my dad warned me not to because of the bindi patches in the grass, but I must have forgotten because I got stuck there. And I cried for hours and he just left me, he didn't care. He made me walk through, made me go home. And by the time I got home, my feet were so covered, was so drenched in blood, that I could barely even see the skin. And my feet were covered in hundreds of little cuts. And I had to pull out each bindi by myself because he said it would toughen me up. Do you remember that? My father was never the saint that he was made out to be. But just so you know, my abuse started long before hers ever did.
Well done. Well done.